Would you guys like to see all of the books that I've got in here separately? Let's do it. These books I consider my adult mature pile. So I put all these in the pile. You got like Harlan Coben, The Lake of Dreams. These books are like meant to be similar to 50 Shades of Grey, but I don't know. Before I Go to Sleep, Forgotten Garden, In the Dark, Mark Billingham, a couple of Linwood Barclay books. Then we go to more like chick lit mature, Freya North and Paige Toon, Acting Up. This one sounds interesting, but I haven't really got around to it. Jenny Colgan, and then we've got a random Battlefield 3, so that was just cheap in a shop somewhere. And then we've got J.K. Rowling's adult novel. I haven't read this one yet, I don't know what it's like because it's got mixed reviews on this one. And then we've got Cecilia Ahern books, Marion Keyes, and Angelology. Now, Angelology I was going to put over on the other side, like over here, because they're sort of my dark romance fantasy books, so I was going to put over there, but it's got to the bottom of the shoe pile. I'm too lazy, I can't bother to do that. We've got anything like Life in the Fat Lane to Confessions of a Drama Queen, Exodus, I'm Remembrance Daughter, Princess and the Captain. This one's more of an adult book, but like I put it here because I do want to read this at some point. I really want to see the movie because Anne Hathaway is just one of my favourite actresses. Someone Else's Life, Self-Wax and Rocket Jelly, Leader of the Pack. I love Kate Cann's books, she's a really awesome writer. Before I Die, this is meant to be some sort of quite sad book. The One Boy, another Kate Cann book, There Elsewhere, by Gabrielle Zevin. Summer Cool, it's like a mixture of summer stories. Now this is a really interesting. Sugar Rush, that was a TV series. Like I used to watch that about like a lesbian. So, I'm not a lesbian by the way, but you know. And Forgive My Sins, this is part of a series is like about mermaids, so I really like mermaids. Never Quite a Werewolf. The Dead Tossed Waves, this is the second book in that series by Carrie Ryan. I've read the first one and it was sort of right, but it was really weird. I got this Artemis Fowl book from, I bought it from a library that was selling their library stock. I shall start at the top. We have the books that I've recently purchased, which is One Body's What's Left of Me and Fault in Our Stars. And I've got Aragon and Unearthly, Spendables. I've had these quite a while. Ultraviolet's Glitch, The Maze Runner, Easy, Uglies, Fallen Kingdoms, Les Miserables, Wither, and Game of Thrones. I've bought these quite recently. And then on the side of these, we've got Divergent, A Discovery of Witches, Evan Neath. And then we've got Dark Angel, which is the first in the series by Easy Maguire. She also wrote the Beautiful Dead series. And we've got Dark Heroine, The Names by Rowan Curley, which is the first in that series. And then if we go down lower, we've got this sort of, I can't remember what this series is called, but it's by Scott Westfeld. And there's 3 books in that one. And then we've got the Hunger Games box set of 3 paperback books. And the Lord of the Rings box set of all the books. This was actually my brother's, but he sort of didn't take them with him. He doesn't live with me, but I just sort of ended up with them somehow. So I've got those. And then on the floor, we have the True Blood box set of books from that series. Jolly good. Haven't read any of those yet. How bad of me. Now, this series, this is like the spin-off series from the Immortal series, which is this one. This is based on Eva's sister, Riley. So I haven't read any of these yet, because I want to read the Immortal series first and then go on to it. So, and this is the Immortal series. I'm on, I think, the 4th book in this series at the moment, so I've still got these 2 to read, and then I'll finish that series. And then we move on to another series by Alison Noel. I'm currently reading Fated. This book I bought as well, Echo, so I'll move on to that when I can. And then we have the House of Night series. I have read most of these before. The only ones I haven't read are Awakened, Destined, and Hidden. I've started rereading them again because I really like them, and like now that the new books have come out, I want to go back to them. So I'm on Betray at the moment, so that's why there's a little gap here. No, it doesn't fit in that gap, it's just that there's a gap there. And then we've got other series that PC Cast has written, like the Divine series and F. Fame's Choice and Brigid's Quest. And then we've got 2 novellas of the House of Night series here that I haven't quite got to yet. Okay, moving upwards, we then have the second book. The first book of this was Angel by L.A. Weatherly, and I'm on to this one. I've read the first one, it was quite good. This is the Trill series by Amanda Hocking. I haven't read any of these yet, but they have really nice, pretty covers, and it sounds really good. Then we have The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Hopefully you can see that, it's quite dark. Yeah, I've heard lots about this book, and I really can't wait to read this. I bought this fairly recently. And then I've got Lullaby, which is the second book by Amanda Hocking, and this one, can I take it out, is actually, I think this one's signed, I think. Yes, there it is. Amanda Hocking. Aren't you a darling for signing that for me? I shall put that back now. And here next to it, I've got The House of Night. It's like a cartoon of it, like a little manga version of The House of Night of like the first book. So I got that. It's quite a cute little gift to keep. And then we've got Cursed by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This one sounds really good, but I haven't quite got to it yet. And then, moving upwards, we have Tempest by Julie Cross, Nocturne by Sari James, and Splinters, which I got in the mail yesterday. Very excited about that. And then I've got Starcross and Dreamers. I have read Starcross, but I might reread that to get onto this one. And then, you may have seen 2 of these books before, because these 3 books I got from the publisher Macmillan. I requested them, and they sent them to me, and now I've got 2 copies of these, which I might give away one day, who knows, it depends how I feel. And then moving on to the left, we have the Revivalist series by Rachel Kane. There is a 3rd book coming up to this, I believe. I haven't read any of these yet, but I'm told they're quite a bit dark, so I shall soon see about that. And then we have the Morganville Vampires series. God, that was quite hard to say. I don't have all of them here because I actually have some of them signed on my special shelf, which I will show you in another video. And then we have the Vampire Academy series. I haven't read all these yet. I think I've read all of them but one, and I think it's the last one. But the first book's not here because I'm going to start rereading that series as well. And then we've got Bloodlines, which is the spin-off series to the Vampire Academy series, which I haven't read also. There are a lot of books I haven't read. And then finally, this last section, we have the Secret Circle books by L.J. Smith. She also writes the Vampire Diaries series. And I've read the first 2 books of this series, and these books I got from America, because I like hardbacks. And Vampire Diaries series, I'm on the 5th book at the moment, but I kind of bought them all because I love the TV series, and I quite like the books as well. And then we've got Stefan's Diaries, which is meant to be told from his point of view, so it's nice to have books from someone else's point of view. And then we've got, someone sent me an email, Night Club series. I have read all of these. Basically, these are the bind-ups. There's like 3 books in each of them, and I've read all of them. And I've also read Dark Visions, which is here as well. The Forbidden Game I haven't read actually, so I need to get around to reading that at some point. We have the Anita Blake series here by Laurel K. Hamilton. I have all of them but one. The next section, hopefully you can see because the light's a bit dim here, we've got a series by Kelly Armstrong there, The Summoning, The Awakening, and The Reckoning. I haven't read any of those yet. I know. Don't shoot me. And you can see those 2 books there. Let's just ignore those for now. And then we've got 2 books there from the Fallen series by Long Kate. I'm on the 3rd book at the moment. I've read the first 2. The first 2 are just currently in my red pile, so to make it look a bit more tidy and more room. Then we've got Darkness Falls and By Midnight by Mia James. I haven't read those either. And we've got Raised by Wolf series. I've got the 3rd one on my Kindle, but these are the first 2. Claire de Lune and Nocturne I've got there. I've got 3 classics here. Pride and Prejudice, Wuthering Heights, and Jane Eyre. Can't wait to read those at some point. And then I've got this series by Gothic, Sabriel Lyro, Al Horson, Across the Wall, and his other book, Shades of Children. Moving along, we have Avengers Angel and Messengers Angel. They're sort of about archangels and fallen angels and angels, no angels. And we've got another angels book here. The first 2 books by Nalini Singh, so they seem pretty cool. And another 2 books here by Cecilia Kane, Unholy Ghosts and Unholy Magic. And you'll be pleased to see this wonderful, beautiful series just down here, which is Beautiful series, but I'm just going to call it Beautiful series, even though it's called something different. And then let's just move across. We've got Firespell and Hexbound by Chloe Neal. I haven't got the 3rd one yet. I'm Number 4 series. I've got 3 of those there. I haven't read those, but they sound really good, and they were quite cheap. And I got Wicked and Son of a Witch. Wicked is made into a Broadway show, which apparently is amazing. And I really liked the Wizard of Oz story when I was younger, so I kind of really want to read those, and Son of a Witch is meant to be a sequel, and there is a 3rd one. I think it's called A Lying Among Men, but I'll get to that at some point. And then we have the Fallen series by Thomas E. Sniegowski, I believe. Really nice, interesting name, and those sounded really interesting as well. And then we got Witch in Winter and Witch in Love. The 3rd book is also coming out this year. And then I've got The Raven Boys by Maggie Steve Fader, and also her Shiver series. I've read Shiver. It was okay, but I don't know what I'll think of the other 2. And then we've also got his Dark Materials bind up in a big, massive book. I've had that for ages, but I remember reading the first book, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. And move out of the way, Rudolph. We've got Lost Saint and the Dark Divine. There was a 3rd book. I think it's called The Savage Grace or something. And then we've got Nightshade and Wolfsbane. There are loads more other books in that series that I haven't got yet that I plan to get, but I feel I need to read this series first, because if I don't like it and I'm buying all these books, what is the point? No way. And then I've got Halo, Hades, and Heaven. I have read Halo, but I will need to reread that at some point so I can start with Hades. I just need to refresh my memory. And then I've got Matched. I've just recently bought this one, and I'm really intrigued to read this series. And then we've got this series by Marina Anderson, which is, and also 80 Days Yellow. They're like spin-off series from 50 Shades of Grey. Yes, don't kill me, don't kill me. And Assassin's Creed. You'll be surprised that I own these, but I got these 3 books. I got the 4th book on my Kindle. And then I've got Kissed by Angel series, and Evernight series. Under here I have all my Sarah Dessen books, my Kate Can holiday books, and this series which I read when I was younger, which is by Catherine Applegate. It's just about like teenagers and like love and romance and life, what life throws at you sort of thing. And then we've got the Julia Golding's Diamond and Drew Lane series, and then I've got my comic books at the bottom. I've got the Airhair series and various single series, and Princess Diary series, and the Missing series, loads of single books by her, and that series there, and these books here. And then we've also got Lauren Conrad's series I've got Wake, 50 Shades of Torment, and Angel and Fallen, and all that, and Dark Heart series, and the Hush Hush series, which I think I need to refresh my mind before I read the last book. And this is a pile of books that I have like duplicates of, or like I'm not sure if I want to keep or give away or whatever. Finally, this wonderful basket here, this is like my series basket, where I've put books where I'm in the middle of series in a basket. And that, my friends, is the end of my tour of my book cupboard. If you haven't already, please do check out my other video, which I recorded of my special editions and audiobooks and my special favourite book shelf, which is next door to this one. So check that out if you haven't already, and give me a thumbs up for this video if you really enjoyed my book covers, like all the books that I have, so many. And if you have any recommendations or books that you would like me to read that I've got in my cupboard that you want me to read and review first, then please do let me know in the comment box down below, because I would love people to sort of let me know, and if there's any books that you want me to discuss with you, because I'd really like to connect with you guys and talk, because that's what I'm here for. Don't forget to subscribe to me if you haven't done already. I will see you guys soon. La 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 la. Just let me know anything, because I want to connect with you.